Yeah, when we first got in here, it was this a little scary, to be honest.
This is Focal Point, a platform dedicated to shed light on the astonishing works of architecture, interior design, and construction projects by bringing them into the spotlight. The Modern Bride's new location in Guelph, Ontario, embraces a minimalist aesthetic with touches of extravagance. This is a space that exudes sophistication and luxury. Urbanus Interiors designed the space with the intent to create an unforgettable experience for brides that doesn't end with saying yes to the dress. That's just the beginning. In this episode, we sit down with interior designer Rolanda Simone as she discusses her work on the Modern Bride boutique.
So I'd say the vision for the space, we started off with a very, very strong and clear concept. And they really wanted a high-end retail look, but that it was still, it's bordering extravagance, but still approachable for their brides. So they were clear that they wanted this, very minimalist space, but not cold either. So we ended up kind of developing a minimalist biophilic look, if I could call it that, where everything is very streamlined, very clean, very natural looking. We selected natural looking Caesar stone for the main island that's in the center of the accessory area in the boutique. Also kind of have all of the millwork pieces kind of speak with each other and have similarities, but also be very different, right? So it didn't look like it was cookie cutter or out of the box. Even when we come into the lounge, so that, everything still speaks well with each other nicely, and you can tell you're in a different space, and it's, very different from the boutique. However, there are still callbacks. Found beautiful concrete floors underneath the existing tile, brought up the ceilings, took all of the acoustic ceiling tile out, and that really opened up the space. They had been very articulate in how they wanted their brides to experience the space, which made it a dream. Like, they were a dream client, but they talked a lot about the experience and kind of moving from one space to the other. You've got these unexpected spaces like a champagne lounge in a bridal shop. It was something that I wasn't expecting my client to say that they wanted. There were a lot of things that were surprising to me when I first sat down with my client. I remember the first meeting, they said they wanted a live tree in the space. And I was like, wow, okay, that's super cool. How are we doing this? So when we first walk into the lobby, the ceilings are brought all the way up. It's 16-foot ceilings. So we've, left it all open, had it painted dark, and then really just kind of had really soft lighting up there so that it's a little bit moody when you first walk in. But then as you kind of look into the space, you can see that it really brightens up right where the accessory area is. And it's kind of like this jewel in the center of a moodier surround. We put in transom lighting all across the back wall so that the light from the dress arrival rooms can kind of pour into the accessory area. And then when you go into the lounge, they were very specific about it being a dark, moody space where, people can kind of let loose a little bit, but it needed to be a very different space from the rest of the boutique. We somehow managed to squeeze in everything that they wanted out of the space, which was nothing short of a miracle. I can say I've never seen a bridal boutique like this before, and I know that I've never even heard of a client who was so invested in the experience of their brides. It was definitely a dream to work with them, for sure.
To support our mission of showcasing exceptional projects and ensuring they receive the recognition they deserve, consider subscribing to our newsletter and YouTube channel, or sponsoring videos like these. Together, let's uncover those hidden diamonds and bring them into the spotlight.